Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Board Game Corner. Today we're going to be playing the immensely popular title Seven Wonders on Board Game Arena. So here we are, we've started a game, just waiting for people to join. And as you probably guessed it in the name, Seven Wonders, part of that, you can have up to 7 players. So we're just here waiting in the lobby. We might just get started with whoever wants to play. We might even just play a 3-player game. It is probably best to play with 7, but it is just a great game, a nice, quick, easy game, but good amounts of strategy, and so I'm happy to play with any number. Settings we've gone for. Yeah, we're just going to start here with 3, but you can make it random wonder side, or you can choose it to be able to choose, and this is what I've picked, so we can choose the side. So we've drawn Olympia here. Player to our left has drawn Alexandria, and player to our right has drawn Babylon. Now you can choose the side, and I'll explain a wee bit about what each what each symbol means as the game goes on. A bit of explain while we play. So everybody will have a different set of cards in their hands right now, and what you do is you choose one of the cards that you want to play, and then you pass all the cards to the player on your right in the first round. See here, hand rotation is going to the right. The second round, we'll pass all our cards to the left, and then in the third round, back to the right. So I'm going to pick with one of these 2 cards to start. I'm going to go with this one. This works out very nicely. This one in the top left-hand corner, you can see what we needed to pay, and that was 1 coin. So we started with 3, now we're down to 2. And it gives us access to a stone or a wood. Now I'll explain what that means as we go along, but let's keep going. And I'm going to start with this one. This one is a military card. So just on the resources, you can see some cards like this one cost nothing to build because there's nothing in the top left hand corner. But other cards like this one here, you need some kind of resource or money or some kind of condition to be able to play the card. So this one here, we need at least 1 stone to be able to play this card. Which, we've got 2 stones, so yes, we can play that card. No problems. How about we go and do that? There's 4 main resources. So there's wood, stone, brick, and there's also gold, which we will need 2 of if we want to build this last wonder stage. Right now, so I could play this one for free, or I could build either of these 2, and it'll cost me 2 coins because I don't have that resource that we need to be able to play it. I'm going to go for the military. I'm going to go for that one. Now let's explain a wee bit about the military. So with the military, at the end of a round, whoever has the highest military gets a victory. So it'll be me against the player on my left and me against the player on my right. Now because we're playing a 3-player game, everybody plays everybody. But in a 7-player game, you'll just be playing the person to your left, just be playing to the person to your right. So in a smaller player game, like a 3-player game, military is a lot more valuable. Now I beat both players, so I got 2 points. And they both lost to me, so they got a negative point each. But then they drew to each other, so they cancelled each other out. So we've got another choice here. What are we going to do? We don't really need either of those. We're good for stone. We're good for wood. We can't take this one, which is a bit unfortunate. We paid for that. We paid for that military card last round, so we've got no coins. There's not a whole lot we can do. Let's play this one. It is free. It is really one of the only ones we can do. Now, there is another move that we can do that is quite good for us that I will probably do this turn. Oh, this one is quite nice. Okay, we'll save it. We'll save it. Now this one here, we are able to play it. It costs 3 stones. We only have 2 stones. And we can't buy any stones because A, we have no money, but B, neither of our neighboring players have stones. So we can't buy a stone either. But that card we could play because we had a prerequisite card. Now on this one you can see future free construction, aqueduct, which this card is. So because we played that one, we could play that one for free in the future, which we took advantage of. Now here, we really need some money. Now this one is normally quite a good card. It's not amazing because we haven't played many brown cards. Now this one, for every neighboring city and your own, you get 1 coin for every brown card that's being played. Now, usually that would be quite a few more by this stage, but just 4 coins. I've played it anyway because we really needed some money there. Now, let's go over the wonder stages. So every civilization will have some unique wonder stages, and you play it with the cost that's on the left here. So this first one costs 2 wood. We have 2 wood. So we were able to play that for free. Now this one here gives us cheaper purchasing power. So normally to buy a resource from a neighboring player, it costs 2 coins per resource. But with this, it means the brown cards will only cost us 1 coin per resource to buy from our neighboring players. Let's play this one. 1 coin gives us access to 2 golds, and that's the end of the second round. Now, military. We beat the player to the left, and we beat the player to the right. Now, in the second round, you get 3 points for a victory. And in the last round, you get 5 points. So it gets better and better to be up in military. And you see, player to our right here lost twice, and player to our left lost against us, but beat the player to our right. So they got a +3 and a -1. Now, this is where all the points come. The round 1 and round 2 are very much about setup. Round 3 are all about points. So lots of different cards here. Purple cards. This one gives us 2 points for every good, manufactured good. So that will give us 6 points. This one, science, we haven't really explained that yet. There's so much to this game and it's so fast paced. We haven't got to this one yet, but it's not a good card for us. This one is also 6 points. So I'm actually going to go for this one. Now the reason that one is because this one is not very valuable to this player. It will be 6 points to this player. But this card is worth 6 points to everybody. So I'm going to go with that. And hopefully that card will still be there next time it comes around to us. Now we've got another decision. We've still got these wonder stages to build, which I will be looking to build. So we can't go this military, but I would like to play a military card this round. Let's play this one. It's not great yet because we haven't filled those wonder stages, but I'm still going to go for it. This gives us 1 point for each wonder stage constructed and 3 coins for each wonder stage finished. So at the moment it's only 3 coins, 1 point. But once I finish this one and this one, it will give us more points. So hopefully we can get that done. But let's see what happens. Now the blue cards, they just give you straight points. So they don't give you any benefit during the game, except future free construction, as I explained earlier, but they do give you straight victory points at the end, and that's very strong. Okay, we've got a wee bit of a decision here. Now, we're behind in military. We're behind. So this one is probably quite a good card to play. As I explained earlier, this one is 6 points. Now with this game, it's important to keep track of what cards are in the hand and keep track of what your opponents might play. Now if I play this one, this player might play another military card and we will still lose. And if I was keeping track, I might be able to tell if this person could play that military card, because in a 3-player game, there's 3 cards, 3 military cards each round to play. Unfortunately, I haven't done that, and so I'm not sure. Not sure if that was the right move or not, but that's what we've done. Let's see what happens. The game's coming to an end now, and it's not looking good for us, to be honest. Green has won, and it's from a reason that I haven't explained yet. This game has been so fast-paced, but that is the game. In real life, the game will take probably half an hour, depending on how many times you played the game. But online, even though I was slowing down to explain, it just finishes so quickly, and that's the beauty of this game. Online, all that setup is done. So that game took, 5-10 minutes? And let's see how we did. Oh, not a great game for us, unfortunately. Not a bad score. Over 50 is a good score. So 51's not a bad score, but we have, unfortunately, come third place. A player that was to our left has gotten 1 more point, and M. Rupel has gotten 61. Well done. Now, let's go back to the board and let's explain a little bit about what happened there. Because I didn't even get to the green cards. Now, the green cards are science cards. And there's 3 different types of card. There is this science symbol, the cog symbol. There's this one, the tablet, the writing symbol. And this one, the compass. So the other 3 different symbols. Now, if you get 1 of each symbol, that's a set. So as you can see there, scientific symbol scores 7 victory points per set. So that's 1 of each symbol. Plus, of each type of the same symbol, you get the number of symbols you got to the power of itself. So 1 symbol on its own will be 1. 2 of the same set will be 4 points. 3 of the same set will be 9 points. 4, 16. 5, 25, and so on. So you can see this player got a lot of green cards. 3 different sets. So that's 21 points right there, plus 9, plus 9, plus 16. Ended up being 55 points alone just from science. And that won the game. Now, you might be thinking, if you've not seen this game before, that is an incredibly overpowered strategy. Why is that in the game? Why didn't I go for that? Now, I think it seemed overpowered because maybe me and this player to my left here, we didn't quite block the player. We weren't quite looking at what this player was doing. Now, if you play again, keep an eye on that. Block a player that is going for a lot of greens, because greens are not worth many points if you don't have many of them. If you've just got 3 symbols here of the same, that's only 9 points. That's only 3 points per card. But here we see 10 cards here, 55 points. That's 5.5 points per card. The more you get, the more sets, it grows exponentially. So stop the player when you see them getting on a bit of a roll. And the way to stop them is to either use green cards to build your wonders, which we did for 1, because then that card gets out of circulation. They cannot use that to build. Or the other reason is, if you need to get some coins, you can also sell cards. Now that will just put the card straight to the discard pile, and you'll get 3 coins for it. So that's another great way, if you're in a bit of bind. If you're in a bit of a bind and you've got to get some coins quickly, selling a green can also be a good way to stop your opponent. It's not very efficient for you, but sometimes you just really need the coins. And so doing it is a good way to stop them. Now let's have a wee bit of a look of how we got the points. Conflict went well for us. However, it would have been nice to win that last round. It would have helped us out a lot. It would have been plus 6 points to us, and we would have stopped this player to the left getting the points from us. So we probably would have come second if we had played that military card. Might have been a wee bit of a misplay from us. other points that wonder. So you can see here 3 points, 7 points for the player to our left, 3 points for the player to our right, 5 points for us. We didn't get to this final stage. Now that one just allows us to use one of the purple cards that a neighboring player has. And so that would have been a few points to us if we'd got that. Would have been 4. 5, because this player has 4. This player has 1. Civilian cards, we did quite well. Science cards, we've explained that. Green player blew us out of the water with that one. And purple cards, not much to write home there. We got a nice wee card there. And the green player got a nice wee card with that yellow guild. But that's all she wrote. That was the game. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you know how to play a wee bit more. We will be playing more of this in the future, so don't worry if you didn't get everything. It went pretty fast. But it is just a great game. Very simple, but a lot of strategy there. And a good game for all ages, for all people. Maybe a wee bit complex the first time you look at it. Seems complex, but it really isn't. Once you get into it, very simple and a quick game, as you saw. So that's why this game is so popular. Hope you enjoyed that today. We will be playing more of it in the future, so stay tuned. And have a good day. Bye for now.